to Real Talk. I am Professor Pinna. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a fan favorite topic, meetings. Now, don't lie to yourself. You know you love going to them. And we love them so much that we schedule 55 million meetings every single day in the United States. And that equals, on an annual basis, $400 billion of lost productivity. Now, these are sobering statistics. And they should make us stop for a second and ask the question, why am I even scheduling this meeting? And why am I being invited to it? Because let's face facts. We get meeting invites every single day. I do, and you do. Now, we could be doing things of value add and not sit there, but there are times where we have to be there. So we have to understand that when we want to conduct meetings, we have to be able to control the topic of hand, and we have to only have those that need to be there actually in the room. So before we get into all of this nitty-gritty, let's face these facts. One, we sit in meetings every single day. Second fact here is more than likely the meeting that you're sitting in doesn't have a damn agenda. And you're talking about who the hell knows what. Not good. Third point where we have to understand is the person facilitating the meeting probably has absolutely no idea how to facilitate and just sitting there and entertaining whatever anyone talks about. And probably at the end, the fourth piece here is absolutely no particular action is generated from the meeting. Except the next meeting that we're going to have to talk about what we should have spoken about in this meeting. And that is my favorite type of meeting. And anytime I find myself into one of those, I Michael Jackson myself right out of there. No, thank you. So if you need to have a meeting, because let's face facts, sometimes we could just send an email. That's perfectly okay. Or maybe even a Teams message, or you're just passing by in the hallway. You can have something very impromptu. But if you need to have one, absolutely need to have one, you want to stick to a couple of things. Now, the first things first is you need an agenda. What are you there to talk about? And you need to stick to it. The next thing is you want to have ground rules. Ground rules establish decorum and governance. Next thing that you want to have, and this is very important, only invite those that need to be there. They need to be individuals that actually add value and have a stake in whatever the discussion is. It's not a picnic. It's not a family reunion. Remember. The next thing that you want to make sure that you keep control of when scheduling these particular meetings is the duration. Now, what I will tell you is don't let Outlook dictate how long your meeting needs to be. They have half-hour blocks and hour blocks, and far too often I see hour-long meetings come through for probably something that can take no more than 10 minutes. Nothing is stopping you from scheduling a 15-minute meeting or even a 10-minute meeting. So you could do that in Outlook. You could do that in whatever calendar particular application that you're using. So again, don't let the application dictate to you how long that meeting needs to be. You decide how long it needs to be. And lastly, whatever you're discussing, you should have actions coming out of that. And the action to have another meeting probably shouldn't be the top thing on your list. You need to understand that you're in there to talk about something that requires resolution. You should have an action plan that addresses all of these things. Now, it doesn't have to be an extensive project plan with all this fancy stuff. It could just be the what, the who, and the when. And that will be more than sufficient for what you need to run an effective meeting. Now, again, we deal with them on a day in and day out basis. So if you're planning to have one, let's make sure they're adding value to you and they're adding value to those that are coming. Until next time, keep it real.